Alright, so we're done screwing around with that stupid car, so we're gonna get back to the real stuff like bikes and C10s. Well, you can see we got quite a bit of crap here left to finish on this bike before I can actually start riding again. Still have to strip the tank, the emblems, the dash, whatever, drain the fuel, pull the fuel pump, scuff it all for paint. Still have to finish fitting the tail light on the back fender. And then a little bit of filler and sanding and scuff the rest of that. Ready for paint. Let's see, bags are base coated already, so bags and side cover, don't have to worry about those. And then hopefully the stock bags go away today. Some guy wants to come check them out. But then the main project today will be getting the old races out of the wheel, because of course I don't have the bearing tool for wheels or whatever to get out the old unsealed bearings for that wheel in the smaller axle, so I can put in the new sealed bearings for the 1-inch axle, get it back on the bike, because already missing out on riding season so far this year. Oh, nice little Easter egg though on the bike though. I got it used from a guy in the middle of nowhere. Wanted me to come wheel and deal with him in the middle of the night, like not even kidding. I think I got to his house at 1 in the morning. I noticed right away when I sat on this bike that the bars were kind of wonky. The floor is flat. If you look at these fucking bars, they've been cut and re-welded by probably the same Helen Keller welder that did the tank on my old bike. I don't know. Some people get a welder and think, oh yeah, I can burn some metal, but most people can't. I mean, yeah, those bars, if I would have actually rode on them, probably would have broke eventually. And who knows, on a bike it doesn't just, oh, your handlebars break off, no big deal. No, you die. So glad those are gone. Got nice non-junky bars on here, some actual oversized fat bars. So the nice big tall 16-inch apes on it now. A lot more comfortable than those. Hopefully though, we don't have too many people here wasting time. Yesterday I had a bunch of people that wanted to supposedly come buy parts, but only half of them showed up, but whatever. It's just crap that was in the way, so once that's all gone, it'll be gone and don't have to deal with it no more. But some Facebook marketplace people are supposed to come pick up some more crap. Less crap in the way. Eventually, hopefully, start cleaning out the back of the truck, because that's got a lot of crap to be done. Gonna be, once it's all cleared out, gotta pull off the rear bumper because it's smashed into the box. Clear all that out. I gotta pull the bed off it. The brake lines are bad on it. Has no exhaust. It's got a fresh 350 in it. Just a little mild cam, nothing special, and headers. Just want something fun to rip around with. Pretty much the way it was. I've had the truck now for about 3 years. 3 years in July. It was my grandpa's old truck. It had been sitting, stashed away out on his property for the last, I don't know, 15, 16 years until I went and picked it up. So we're going to return it back to its old glory, because he parked it back there because the motor was locked up in it. I don't know, it must have starved for oil and spun a bearing because it was frozen solid. Cylinders weren't frozen, but that crank was frozen. But I don't know if we'll even be able to get over there. Let's take a look. But once we get the bed off, we'll do the normal rockers and stuff. They're not bad, but this one's caved in. It's been caved in forever, but there's a couple of holes in the floor. Might be a Georgia truck, but it sat out in the woods for a while. And it's just a soft spot that develops like right there is pretty much where your heel sits always for the clutch pedal. But the roof is good. It's not all rotted out. There's a little bit of a spot here, but we'll clean that up. Get the windshield pulled out. Clean that out. Make sure it's not rotted on any of the inside parts. Glass is still good, but as you can tell by the garage, I got plenty of crap packed around it. Once we get the bed off the truck though, we're going to take and experiment a little bit more, because the passenger side of the box has some pretty good damage around the taillight, and it's not good. It's nothing that I can fix. The metal's super stretched. It's paper thin now. So yeah, I found another one off Craigslist last spring. Kid was parting out another truck for his truck, so he had a good deal on a bedside. Drove down like about an hour to go find the kid and his dad. A lot younger than I expected, but oh well, as long as he's working on old trucks, keeping them alive. The kid seemed all about it. Well, what we're going to do is, I mostly bought it for that back corner piece, the back foot of the bed. But we're going to practice some Instagram short box Chevy truck crap and shorten the front half of the bed before we chop up the back half and use it for what I need. Just because it's good practice. Why not? Oh yeah. That's the King Cobra. That's later on this summer. I don't know how much more I'll show of it just yet. But once it's nicer out and the truck is on the road, that's coming out and that's going in the garage. It's hard to see anything right now, but it is a true King. Gonna order the report on it. This is my grandpa's other car. I think the last plates that I found on it were tagged around 91. I know he told me stories of the car just because it's just a little small Mustang too, but it is the King Cobra. Knock them all you want. He kept Ford rolling with Mustangs through the 70s. And I don't know, I always liked the way those cars look. This one's hasn't had the nicest life through storage and stuff, but he said it was a troublemaker back in the day, and I believe him. Don't doubt that for a second. A little small car with a V8. We'll yank that motor out because screw it. Let's look at it. Just because I have no idea about the motor of it, but you can see it hasn't been touched, and that rocker cover has been off probably most of my life. I don't know. Last time I saw the car, like I said, like 16 years ago, he had another motor for it, but a lot of stuff happens in that time. So we'll see if this is even a good core. Hopefully it is, because we'll just build this motor, pull it out, strip it down. Any machine work that it needs done will get done, and then might just do like a little stroker motor or something fun that makes some noise, and definitely get it out of the 70s with it, because like those heads will go in the trash. We'll get some the GT40 heads for the 302. Get a set of those on there, something better, but as a budget, you can find those still in the junkyard on Explorers and everything else. So might as well find them, get them, and we'll just collect parts for that. The real nice thing about the Mustang too is there's a company not far from us, just over in North Branch, that they do a lot of reproduction parts for the car, you know, all the rubber stuff. I think they haven't quite come out with the new spoiler yet, I don't think, for the back, because this one's super dry rotted and cracked and falling apart, and I'm surprised it made the trip from Georgia back to Minnesota with it intact as much as it did. It should have flew off the car right away, but it's here. It's just hiding, and sooner or later I'll get to it, because why not? Alright, so I think that's about it. Didn't get very far, or very far at all, but started roughing up the fender a little bit, put a little skid coat on there, but we'll let that harden up overnight, sand it down a little bit tomorrow, add a little more of a thin coat on it, and then should be able to scuff the rest of the fender, put on a little bit of primer and then the base, and yeah, go from there and start on the rest of it. So, like, comment, subscribe, come back for some more.